Okay, so now you see here Rama and Sita. Look what they're wearing. Now they're wearing very simple clothes. Remember, he was a prince and they had all the jewelry in the world, but then now they're living in a simple, so wearing simple clothes. And they're living in this forest. Their vanavasa has started 14 years. They have to stay over there. So they're staying in a place called Chitrakoot. That's where it is in Madhya Pradesh. If you again go to Google Maps and search for Chitrakoot, and you will see where it is, and see how long, what is the distance between Ayodhya and Chitrakoot, and then you'll get an idea how much they walked. They didn't have a car that time. There were no modes of transport. They actually walked, and they came there. Anyway, so after some time, Dasharatha, the king Dasharatha, died. And then when he died, Kaikeyi said, okay, so now that Dasharatha is not there, my son Bharata should be the king. Remember, that was the promise. Bharata should be king and Rama should go to the forest for 14 years. And then she goes and she tells Bharata, now you should be the king because your father Dasharatha is no more. And then Bharata says, hold on, I don't want to be the king because my elder brother Rama is the actual king as far as I'm concerned. So what he does is, he and his brother Shatrugna, so this is Shatrugna over here. So Bharata and Shatrugna, they go and they meet Rama and Sita in Chitrakoot, and Bharata says, I will not go and rule Ayodhya just because my mother wanted it. But Rama says, no, but I have said I will not re-enter a city for 14 years, so I cannot go back. And then Bharata says, okay, fine then. Then what I will do is I will take your footwear, I'll take your, this is the kind of footwear they wore at that time. So it's called paduka. It's all in Sanskrit, they call it paduka. Same thing, footwear, shoe, slipper, whatever you call. So he says, I will keep that on the throne as your representative on your behalf. And then I will rule on your behalf, but I will not declare myself king. So the lesson we learn over here is, even though circumstances were so challenging, Rama could have got tempted and said, oh, that's cool, then that's brilliant, I can become king. But he did not. He had promised. Remember, Raghu kul reet sada chali aaye, pran jaye par vachan na jaye. He had given his promise, so he'll maintain the promise. But then the other thing to learn is how the two brothers and all of them, see, Lakshmana is over here. Lakshmana is over there. So all four brothers had so much love and respect for each other. And that is something we have to learn. So every scene over here will teach you a lesson. Anyway, so Bharata goes back. He doesn't go back to Ayodhya, but then not very far away, there's a place called Nandigram. Google it. Go to Google Maps again and see this. Nandigram. That's where he rules. So he rules from Nandigram on behalf of Rama until Rama returns back, or is meant to return back after 14 years. Okay, they're living in Chitrakoot, as we saw. Everything was going on. And then a few scholars, sages, rishis, and everyone came to Rama and said, further west, there's another place where there's a lot of trouble. There are too many Rakshasas, too many bad people coming and disturbing us. Can you go over there and give us protection? And Rama says, surely, as long as it's in a forest, I can travel. And they say, yeah, this is also in a forest. So Rama then leaves with Rama, Lakshmana and Sita, all three of them. They move further west. Where did they move to? What is that place called? We'll see in the next video. Okay? See you later.